It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Return lanes don't open for him. He stops shy of the 15. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Running on second with White. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Baker now from the gun. He's running for it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, this is White. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march in enemy territory. Out of the gun, White. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Here's White again. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Mayfield to throw for it. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Quick on the draw to White. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for White. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and just 2 to go. White trying this straight ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Here we go, it's Mayfield. Chased out to his right. And the defender comes away with it. That's Carlton Davis.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Off play action. Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. White dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. It's White on the give. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. To throw is Mayfield. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mayfield now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. The give now to White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Trying again with White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running it with David Montgomery. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, it's gone. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He finds Laporta. Jukes out a 1-stop. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Up the middle, here goes White. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they step the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route. and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down, here's Mayfield. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Jack Campbell at the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and can do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness contest any kind of shot plays down the field. You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurry throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Third and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They run the counter with White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. And it's the Buccaneers lined up with a 2nd and 8. Mayfield now, blitz coming. Irving hauls it in. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing, Baker. He'll get this complete to White. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Baker now. He connects downfield on 4. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now here's Mayfield. The screen pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Goff on 1st and 10. Laporta with the grab. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Second and 6 coming up here. Catch made by Cooks. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Lions 7.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2.
They go play action here. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Going left side, Williams with it. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
From the 39. St. Brown's got it. Complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They go play action with Goff. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now they face 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off play action, Goff. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Man, these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. He's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our 1st punt of the game. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, down in it at the 1. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. It's into the hands of Wright. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Up from the secondary, and is Rake Straw on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Third and short, Mayfield. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. They run. It's White. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Baker. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We're down to one. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They're going play action. Headed out right. Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he gets this forward to the 19. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, this is White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is caught inside the 15. And And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's White again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's White. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions losing by 14.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Montgomery now up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield set to pass. Getting out to his left. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you